Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to show you a completely different game play on starting on Selenea on one of the hardest possible options as per request of some community players from Planet Crafter. So we'll be starting on Selenea, a moon, on the hard code, so permanent death if something will go not exactly as with the plan. In addition, we'll change the terraformation pace, which make the things really hard. We'll go down below to 0.2 terraformation, as well as same time we'll go up to 2 power consumption, which basically means that every single machine require double the energy input. So enjoy. I will keep the commentary to minimum, since it's the really hard one. It's just the basic stuff that you need at the beginning. So backpack, construction, deconstruction, as well as we'll need torch. One more Magnus. Now I'm heading north. I think it's north to that first mining station to set up a base just over there. And over there I will start crafting tier 1 drills for the pressure just to reach 70 NPA for better oxygen tank. And then after tier 1 heater, and then I will deconstruct the tier 1 heater and go for oxygen to reach as quickly as possible 12 ppi, if I remember correctly, for the food grower. Right, too far. Right, full. So let's set up everything. We need more titanium, as one drill requires 1 iron and 1 titanium. Later on we'll use that titanium and iron for different construction which we'll need. In addition, we'll require as well to extend our base slightly. So we've got space to place tier 1 heater and then veggie tube, which will produce oxygen. Right. Now, materials for the extension. We should have enough of those. 3, 6, 9. That's what I wanted. Yeah, and now iron. Some cobalt, so we can reproduce oxygen capsule. Finally a day. Right, we're full. Right, now let's add some to the base. I'm doing the square at the beginning. We need silicon, and so 2 silicon and magnesium. Come on. Right. Okay. Time to move to the next project. $12 kilo. Yeah, that's okay. I'll leave everything except for iron, which I'm using to set up always wind turbine. Now we're going to deconstruct T1 heater and place them in the base. Some food inside, which is just great. That was tier 2 heaters, from which we'll be able to construct 4 tier 1 heaters. But first we have to deconstruct all of those. Since we reached what we wanted, so the better oxygen will collect those resources in the moment. So silicon now. And let's set up heaters. Yeah. No, we don't need selenium. Right? Now we just need silicon. Oh, we are full. Five, 3, 4 power. And again, silicon hunt. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and now silicon. 1, 2, 3. Cobalt same time, as we're going to explore the base behind to find more materials for heaters, as we have to hurry up to reach Vegetube. So we can leave the base behind. I will be working toward the oxygen level, which we will need to get the food grower and still have some food with us, but for that we'll have to go and look around in the crates around our place. Right, we don't have any more iridium, so we'll have to leave everything in the base. Get just a bit of food, water, and mostly oxygen. Right. So now we need to go inside the base. All iron. Right, drink. Alt. We'll have to come back over here. Now heading back to base. It's a lot of running to base and from base to set up everything. Let's see what we've got access to. So titanium, silicon, magnesium. We need this. Magnesium, silicon. Yes. Right. We need this, so we've got more space for our microchips. Now we need aluminium and one more fabric. We've got just one fabric. And we need 2 aluminium and 2 fabrics. Let's see inside the truck if there are required components. Yes. Food, iridium, perfect. And aluminium. And all of those. Great. Power. Right, let's set up another one. And now agility boots. So we can move quicker. Right. We'll need this time 4 oxygen capsules. Look around the base safely and come back. Right, and going back. to find more iridium so we can speed up the process. Right? We'll take those. Quite lucky this time with all those goods around, which means then when we'll go on the expedition for food, we won't find as much food as we see now. So we have to be careful with using those. Silicon. Oh, I forgot to use agility boots. Right, heaters. And now iron. Three. One, two. How many we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need more than those. 9. We need roughly 3 more. Same time we need more power. So we need more iron. Right? Let's see. If we left any iron? No. We'll see over there. I remember there is one crate. And iridium. That's perfect. Iron. Maybe silicon if we can find some. Yeah, I know. Oxygen. Right. Silicon. Let's construct heater. Yes, I know. Out of power. So we need to add more windmills. We'll need lots of windmills anyway. Because we'll be deconstructing later everything, so the terraformation process will be completely stopped while we'll be looking for food. Yeah, asteroids, perfect. Oh, they're going this way. We cannot play with them, because that's one asteroid and we gone. Iridium. Do I have any iridium? No. Let's go inside the base then. We've got 4. We've got some food, some water. Time to move back to the base and look for more iridium. T2 backpack. That would be better. I'll pick up those and go back to the base. We have one more space, but no oxygen. Right, so we can construct T2 oxygen and backpack. Just one cobalt and one titanium. Right. Titanium, magnesium. Yes. Cobalt. Okay. Was it titanium nada? Okay. Right, and now tier 2 backpack, so silicon, titanium. And let's leave remaining. Grab food with us and let's explore the base. We're just looking now for iridium and food water. That's all what we're looking for at the moment. Of course, I'm taking chips, and those do not come back here. So plants for when we'll be making the oxygen. That's tier 3. That's not good for us. What about here? Iridium. Okay, I'll take cobalt. So we're gonna use one oxygen. We need to reach 500 PK to unlock Vegetube, and then once we'll have a Vegetube, we'll set up the oxygen production. We on 310, we set up the oxygen production, and then we'll be able to leave the base in the search for food to survive. Iron. Right, let's leave water, unlock chips, T2 agility, for which we need 2 super alloys and 2 fabric, if we'll see it. Yeah, I know, food level is low. That's okay. That's the way we'll be playing. Mostly on the edge of the survivability, but that's how you play on those crazy settings. Right, so fabrics and aluminium, that's what we need. And no, we don't need aluminium, but we need fabrics and super alloys. Let's see in the big crate. There is one. No fabric. I'll say cobalt. Oh, come on. Sorry, using the mouse scroll. Okay. Okay, and we can go back. So as you can see, that's a lot of running back and forth. Was there any fabric here? No. So we've got those. Now we'll go on the left side. T2 agility would help us to move around quickly. Won't be super fast, but still better than without them. Right, heaters. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's set up power. Okay. And now we need iron. I just used all. Not good, but okay. No fabrics. No. Right. Was there no fabric in the crate over there? Not sure. No. Then... Right, let's grab iron so we can set up one more heater. We just need 500. How far are we? 453, so that should be pretty much soon. So we need to start collecting ice now for the vegetables. Since we nearly reached the state of setting up the oxygen production, and we'll deconstruct all of the tier 1 heater and replace them with the tier 2 vegetable and start making oxygen. So we can go and explore and search for more food and food seeds. Cool. Right. Right, we on the tier 2. So now we have to set up one crate, leave everything here, and start deconstructing those. I'll start from this side. Okay. One crate. Let's leave iridium. For vegetable, we need iron, ice, and silicon and magnesium. Right, so now let's set up vegetable. Magnesium. And ice. Fine. Iridium. Ice. Now we need those. We still got power, so that's okay. Let's set up another crate and deconstruct. Okay, let's leave iridium. Now let's focus just on crafting vegetables. So we'll be going back to the base. Behind our base for more seeds. So we can use the higher one. Nice. Oh, magnesium. Forgot. No more magnesium. Right, so let's grab some. 4. That's 1. That's 2. 3. And 4. Again, some ice. What's our power at the moment? We still got way to construct more. Right. Do we have any more? 200? Yes. Okay, so we'll use 200 instead of 150. Right. So we need more. Right, so we need just ice. Okay. Ice and magnesium. One, 2, 3, 4. And grab those. And go get some ice. Yeah, we've got solar now. We'll use oxygen and grab one more ice. We'll need roughly 12 T2 vegetubes to reach the correct oxygen level on time. Yes, I know. For now, to not waste time, I will use Shanga seed. So it's better than nothing while we search for more stuff. Do we have one more? How about power? We should be fine for one more. Just need probably oxygen. Since we've got magnesium and silicon, we just need ice. Right, 4 over there. Maybe I can grab additional iron while we out to set up more windmills. Okay, I know oxygen. And we can grab one more iron on the way back to the base. There is one. Okay, brilliant. Unfortunately, we have to go back to the base, since we cannot construct any more veggies as we don't have plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we'll need at least one more. But we need as well power plant. Right. Right. Okay. I shouldn't use that, but I don't know why I did. But we've got remaining ice. I'm just checking our supplies with food. We'll need some for expedition. That's the materials for expedition we'll need. So just need iron. And now magnesium. Yes, so we need now magnesium, iron, I didn't took food with us, and that's a mistake, because you better always keep one just in case something happen, you get lost or whatever. Right, so now we're looking mainly, yeah, magnesium, cobalt. Oh, there was 200. Yeah, that will do. Right. Let's see if there are any more foods in the base before we leave. There might be something, and we need we'll take all iron. If I remember, there's nothing over here. Right. Let's check the other building. Oxygen. Food. Right, so I'll leave cobalt. Pref to take food with me. Okay, that's perfect. We should get back to base now. Set up 2 more tier 2 vegetubes and go on the expedition. Right, brilliant. So vegetube, silicon, and ice. Oh, I took the wrong silicon with me. Should be this one. Silicon, ice. Right. And now we just need 1 magnesium. Yeah. 1 magnesium. And we should be going for expedition to find more food. So ice and magnesium, and be ready to leave this place. Silicon we've got. Iron. Not sure we've got iron, but probably yes. Silicon. Okay. And where's Shanga? Over there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I would have Liam, I won't be good, because won't give us any boost. Right. Just thinking, for iron we need to leave for expedition, right? Remaining we'll leave over here. Ice and magnesium, right? Grab those. And we'll look for one more seed inside this base, and then ready to go. And the oxygen will be producing while we away. That's Lima. But I'll take silicon and iron. Right, anything was here? No. What about in this one? Right, storage. Grab those. Right, oxygen. Okay. Right, and we can leave this place and go find some food while we'll be waiting to get into the correct stage. Of oxygen index. So we can get access to food growers, as that's main issue whenever you're starting on hardcore, to reach on time the food grower before you run out of your own food or the food that you will find out when you exploring. So we've got some food seeds. Just transfer them. We should be fine with those. Right. Let me move those. I will probably construct 2 more. No, just 1 more, because otherwise we'll run out of the power. So now magnesium. And we can construct 1 more T2 vegetable. Right, and we've got 200. Yeah, so I will replace Shanga for the 200. It's way better. Right, let's grab some food with us. Let's drink water. And we can go on the expedition to find more food while we're waiting for the reaching the 12 PPT. We'll need way more food to survive, not just what we've got. That's not enough. We'll be dying before we'll reach the correct level. Right, I need just some cobalt now for the oxygen tanks, capsules. So we don't have to stop as often. We can always replenish this on the move. Right. And we are ready to leave our home sweet home. And we going to look for... That's tier 3 backpack. We've got T2. And the oxygen... No, we don't have. And we didn't see the materials for agility boots, which is not great. I'll grab those with me, because we might find it somewhere. But backpack would be good to do it, so... 2 aluminiums. Titanium. And 1 extra silicon. Do I not have extra silicon? Right, we'll have to find it on the way. Because we missed now 1. Right, and now we're ready to leave and find the food. There are a few places which we'll have to visit with different possibilities of finding food. First, I will choose close one to the base. There are 2, 3, 4 storages just when we'll go down. One is right below, behind our landing zone. So we'll be checking those first. Any food? No food. No, we're going. Not collecting anything which won't be good for our survival now. And we just need now food and eventually different better food seeds. Might be looking as well for fabric, but yeah, I forgot. It would be good to find fabric for better agility boots. So tier 2. No food, no. There is one more, but I'll set up living comp. As well as crafter. Right. Okay. Now we're heading right over there. There should be one more storage, and just before this storage we can turn left and go up the hill, and there are 6 in total crates up there, which one of them might contain food, and we just pretty much looking for that food. Right, so nothing here again, but we can take actually iron. Why do I take iron? To mark our path with windmills. Side. Yeah, it's over there. You have to climb over here. And when coming back, you have to be really careful to not run, because when you're running, you might actually fall from that and lose some health, and that might be meaning of surviving or dying later on when you will start produce your own food. Right, so let's set up a windmill so we know where's the entrance. Okay, let's set up second somewhere over there, and then living comp. Right. No food again. That's not a good for us. We'll not go for that one. But we'll instead head over this way. Whether it's good or not, we shall see. Right, so we need iron to mark our path. Okay. Now we're heading somewhere over there. There is one storage just next to that stone, if I remember, and then somewhere else. Just hoping I'll find some food here. Just keeping 4 irons. There should be one somewhere here. Let's craft this. And we need some ice and cobalt. Okay. Should be, yeah, there is one crate I can see. Storage. Again, no food, which is really a bad luck for us. So should be some storages inside that cave. You might think, which cave? I don't see any cave. Well, that's the thing. Now you see it? There is a cave. Okay. Right, we need as well water. Right. We'll grab this. Now 2 more. Really, really bad luck. No food over here. On all those crates. Oh yeah, 1 food and some water. Finally. Something. Better than nothing. Right. Let's construct blueprint and see how far are we. On 8. Oh, I forgot we've got a chip we can use, so we don't use all that space. Right. Now we going back to where we came from. And we'll be heading to a next location with some storage crates. As that's pretty much what we're doing now to stay alive. Because the terraformation pace is very slow. It's set on 0.2. It's quite risky to go to over there as there is 1 crate as well. Why risky? Because there might be not food, might be 1 food. And in the time that we'll spend it for this one, we'll be heading to a place where we might find actually way more crates, storage crates, which give us a bigger chance for finding food, which we'll need once we'll start growing plants. And same time we have to look on the terraformation index, and we have to know how far are we from reaching the 12 ppi. Where's that windmill? Which I set up as the path marker. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is. Right. So I know where we're going now. See, that's what I was talking about. To use the windmills as your markers. Thanks to them, you know your way back if you're heading somewhere far. Right, and now we'll have to go carefully to not slip, as we might die. Right, we are down. Problem is that we don't see much over here. Oxygen, water, and now we're running to a completely new place. What's the oxygen now? We've got 3 bottles. Well, I'll be on the next stop, which will be the radar stations, which got 2 crates. I will check how far are we with the oxygen index, because we'll have to go back on time to deconstruct everything and set up a food growers, and then explore further while we growing food, as the food growers are really slow. Right, we need water. Okay. And I know we're going the right way. Yes. So now we'll be going to the radar station and eventually second mining station. Right? There's our capsule. We'll refill oxygen over there. Oh, we've left some food over here. Right, but actually that's good. Actually, that's really good. Well, I ate something. I forgot completely that. Right, let's see our progress. We're on 12, so... Right, actually I'm going now to radar station and we'll be heading back to base. We'll pick up those food. And then we'll be going back to the exploration mission. Still next to the base that we set up, next to the mining station, there are still 4 crates which we didn't check. 2 on like a railway roads just above, and 2 behind that mining station. So we might actually find some food over there. But let's see radar. Yeah, there is food and there is mushroom seeds, which we'll really need. Right, okay. That's great. We nearly at this stage that we need to return to base to set up the food growers. Let's just see. 11, yeah. Right. Actually, we don't have enough to survive. There is fabric, yeah. What else did we need for... And that was just one more fabric, right? I didn't see it. But we can craft tier 3 oxygen tank, which will help us as well. So that's 1 aluminium. I've seen 1 aluminium over there. Titanium, silicon, magnesium. Okay, right. Titanium. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was a close one. Right. Magnesium. What else? Silicon and aluminium. Okay. Right, and there was an aluminium, if I remember, over there. Okay, so we can craft tier 3 oxygen tank, which help us to move around way better. Right. Okay. Now we should actually go back to our base instead of going further. We'll be back here once we'll set up at least 2-3 food growers. We'll need cobalt to set up the tier 1 solar panels. So I will grab some on the way back home. Right, full. Let's drink then. Okay. See? And now we're losing a time because I didn't get on time to the base. We'll lose roughly 1.5 minutes to get to the base. And in that time we would be able to deconstruct all the tier 2 vegetubes and start the production of first food. Will not be stopping this time to take a breath in the living calm. Instead, I'll use the oxygen capsules. And I'll grab the cobalt on the way so we can craft the 1 solar panels. Because we roughly need, if I remember correctly, on the double power consumption, 30 kilowatts or 30 energy per second for 1 food grower. Right. Okay. So we've got some food and we still got food on the landing capsule. Let's now organize everything. So I just drop everything. Right, and we'll begin the construction. That's pretty much fine. Fight against the time, so you can reach the correct terraformation index on time, and same time not die. Right, okay. What we've got 44 case, which will give us 1 food grower and not more. And for food grower, we need water and aluminium. I don't know whether we've got enough aluminium. But we'll find out shortly. Yes, I know. Yeah. That's not a problem. What we've got here. Water. Now we need aluminium. One will not be enough for us. We'll need at least 3 food growers to survive. Right, that's the first one. Where did we left the mushroom? We had the mushroom with us, and basically why I was looking for mushroom, because mushroom give 35 food, while eggplants give just 25, and that's a huge difference. Right, now the storage. Right, for this we need silicon, iron and cobalt. Right. Silicon, iron and cobalt. No magnesium. Right. Did we brought any cobalt with us from the expedition? Yeah, we've got some. Ions. Yeah, we've got some. We'll be able to set up a second food grower. So let's set up T1 solars. So what's our power? Well, that's not enough. We still need cobalt. Okay. And we can set up one more. Is that enough? Yes. We can set up a second food grower. Second food grower, we need aluminium. Where did I left the aluminium? Over there, right? That's the second food grower. This time with the eggplant, as we don't have the other option. Right? Okay. We don't have enough food to survive, I believe. We'll run out of the food before the food grower will be ready. And once we set up the third one, or even fourth, we'll be able to move on for the search of food. Right, but we need more cobalt. We've got plenty of iron and silicon. Yes. We just need... Where's our... I've lost our oxygen bottles, right? Food. Medium, we'll leave it here. Right, so we need more cobalt to set up the T1 solar panels. Right, that's 2 solars. That's 3. That's 4. Okay. Don't want to go too far from the base. Just to be able to get back on time and not use oxygen capsule. Right, silicon, iron. Let's set up some solar panels. More iron and more silicon. Okay. And how many we've got? 1, 2, 3. We would have 4 if we get 1 more cobalt. Right. Does it grow? 49% and 41, right? We need water. Right. So 1 more cobalt. And we'll be able to set up another Oh, and the iron. I forgot to take iron as well. For iron. Yeah, I know food level is critical. That's what it have to be. Right, 60. We'll need one more. Right. Do I have even aluminium to set up the third? Yeah, to set up the third, I've got aluminium. Food grower. Right. Eggplant. Okay. Food. Right, so we need now one more. So 2 cobalt, iron, silicon. Well, pretty much I think we can deconstruct tier 2 solar panel. Yeah, and we'll get everything we needed. Right. And I believe so there were some tier 2 solar panels as well over there. Would be better to construct our, but for now we stopped our terraformation process altogether to craft the food growers and give us a chance to survive. So now we can craft the 4th food grower, and when we get all the 4, we'll be okay to proceed with that game on those settings. So 0.2 terraformation pace and double power consumption from all machineries. So now we just need to find some food source, as what we've got isn't enough for our survivability. Right? Right. We need fabric for the agility boots. Right, but let's see what's over there. See, I was talking about those crates. So let's construct stairs over there and check this one out. Right. We might actually find something there. Maybe not food, but maybe fabric. Oh, actually we've got both fabric and that's great. Yeah, that's really good. Wow, even more food. So we've been quite lucky with this. And we can construct now the agility as well. Tier 2 agility boots. Usually what you wanna do it on this, you wanna keep 3 super alloys for the recycler. So when you will be ready to survive with your own food production, you'll be able to deconstruct lots of materials. And oh, it's forgot again. That's 3, which we need. I thought that I think we use it for something. Right. I'll use it for agility. We'll find more. Right? Right. Some cobalt. We need water. Okay, we've got food, which is good. We'll go to our capsule first to bring some food from there. I'm just checking for titanium and silicon. Yeah, we've got everything now. And we can go back to the landing capsule to bring us the foods that we left there. I think so. We still left something there. Okay. If I'm correct, then we might be just okay with the food until our own will grow. Yes, we should be now fine. I'll leave one bottle over here. Right. There's still 2 storage crates behind this mining zone, I'm calling mining stations, or whatever they are, those big megadome or whatever. So we might actually find something over there. Maybe, if not food, there is still places we can look for food. Since we've got what we really need to survive, we can go on the expedition where we left previously and find some food over there. And in the meantime, those will grow, which will give us enough to survive. Right? So let's leave this and let's leave some of, maybe I'll eat one and we'll take 2 with us. We've got everything else, right? Yes, we can go now to the expedition just for more food, because those 4 will be enough for us to survive once it's fully grown. First, we'll go behind the dome. The easy way would be this way. And then we'll go back and I'll show you some places with some storages. Some of them might have food. There is second mining station as well, which sometimes got some food. So it's always good to check those. Storages over here, 2 of them hidden behind. Well, no food, but you can take uranium later on. You'll be able to use it for something. And it's always good to take at this stage aluminium, which then you'll be using for crafting T2 solar panels. And now we can go back to the radar stations and look for food over there. Since we've got our food growers going, and we can search for more. Right? Okay. Brilliant. Do we have anything else we can do? T2. Mining, magnesium and aluminium would be good. Not essential, but would be good. Yeah, magnesium and aluminium. I'll take this. And magnesium. And we'll use silicon. Right. And this way, I'm going to find more food. We've got oxygen, we've got water. I'll grab one extra ice. And we're just going to find some more food while our own food production is actually growing. And once we will be back to the base, there will be a food and ready to collect. And pretty much after that point, you will be able to do it whatever you like. It will just take longer, slightly longer, because the terraformation pace is so low and the power consumption is so high. So everything will require more. But other than that, it'll be absolutely fine. Just so you know, guys, I've tried Terraformation Pace 0.1 before, and yes, I can confirm it. It's possible to survive on 0.1 or starting on Selenea on hardcore mode. But for peace of mind, I just has been asked by community from Planet Crafters to show it that this is really possible to do it. I've just done 0.2 terraformation pace and double power consumption, and of course hardcore, because I just love hardcore. Right, so as far as I remember, there are just 2 storage crates around the corner. So if you're looking for the point of interest, it's this big ice cup. Yeah, see, that's the first one. Does it have food? Well, no, but it does have super alloy, which I'll take it. And I will use the blueprint. Because we just used that as well. And oh, there is another mushroom, which is just great because that's improved the survivability by a lot. And there is another storage crate just hidden, so you won't see it normally. You can miss it walking by. And there's nothing there. Right. And now there will be a cave. Similar cave as I showed you before. In that big stone rock or whatever, there is a hidden cave as well. So, and inside 2 or 3 storage crates. Again, one of them might have some food. And that's pretty much the secret on the hardcore on Selenea, that you have to be pretty much on the move and reach the quickly. Right, so no food on this one. neither on this one. We can take just beans. Reach quickly those terraformation stages, so you can unlock oh, actually there was a 5 storages, right? Okay, but oh yeah, I wanted to say but no food, but yeah, there was a food, so yeah, brilliant. I'll take this. Don't think so we need more aluminium at this stage. We just came for the food. Right. So once you reach those basic stages at the beginning, so first 70 NPE for the pressure, for the oxygen tank, then you can deconstruct everything, then you're going for the T1 heaters and 500 PK to unlock the tier 2 vegetube, which is necessary on those modes. And then you just constructing, like I showed you, 13, 12, 13, 14 to reach the food grower, and then you searching for food once you set up the T2 veggie. Right? Okay. And I'll show you one more place with storage, which might contain food again. And then we will be back through the second mining station, I will call it, or the whatever. Let me think, not get lost. Yeah, it should be somewhere over here, if I remember. Let me see. Somewhere. I believe that was behind. Let me just grab food and look closely. Okay. Right. I think so that was over there, but maybe on the hill. I was pretty sure it was one storage crate over there. Actually, I might be wrong. I don't see it from this point. Right. Oh, there is one storage as well, as you can see. So then I'll show you. Right, so it's just this. So now let's just construct the living com and get rid of blueprints, because they just taking space. Right, so I'll show you one more place. Where was it? Yeah, I think that was just above and on the right, if I'm correct. Might be some food, or maybe not. Either way, it's good always to check those. Hopefully I didn't get lost. I think so, I'm on the good path. Should be like an ice cap visible. I'm just looking if I didn't get lost, if I didn't took the wrong turn, because there should be a base or something. And without the map, it's way easier to get lost. No, it's not this turn, right? So I'll go back, not get completely lost. And slowly from those kind of hills, as you might actually die. Okay. I think it wasn't this turn, it's later one. Might be next one. Yeah, I think so. It's this turn. Because there should be a storage crate. And then you take the turn right if you're going from the mining station. Right, so nothing here, but we've got super alloy, which we should now have enough for the recycling machine. Just still looking. Oh yeah, let's construct this and get rid of the blueprint, because it's like I said, it's take the space. What do we need for the agility 3? Explosives and 2 super alloys. At this stage it's not worth, because you just at this stage want to get your own food production and you want your own food production and recycling machine. Like I said before, that this video will take roughly 2 hours to show how to survive on those settings. Yeah, like I told you before, yeah, there is a small base. And in that base, actually, we might find some storages. Let's just refill oxygen. Right. And let's see if there's any food inside, which will increase our survivability. Planet multiplier fuse. Later on, it will be good to come over here. But actually, no food, so that's not what we after. And neither here. Blazer quartz. Later on, again, great. But not for now. Okay, so we'll go through the second mining station and go back home, and our food should be ready for collection and will be safe. Again, from those kind of slopes, you have to be rather careful. Sometimes you might just go too quickly and fall and get the damage. And at the very beginning, you're trying to avoid all sort of damage, because you have to look carefully on your food or health, whatever we call it, level. To the time when you've got enough of your food growers, and you'll be safe. Right? So that's the second mining station. I told you about. Let's just refill oxygen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right. That was too high. We still got some food with us, which is okay. Now we'll be checking that mining station. Maybe there will be some food. I'll set up our temporary base with the oxygen refill. And let's just see what's here. Water, super alloy, another storage, and again no food, but we've got the access card. I'll take it. It's double walking later on because you will have to come back here for everything. Yeah, there is one space food, which is just great, and another one, which is more than enough, and we should be now safe with everything. Right. Okay, let's refill the oxygen. And we need, as far as I remember, 2 access cards to open the back doors. We should get one over here. Any food? No, no food. So we don't need anything from here. Maybe just get the message from the computer. Right. And there's another card over there. Great. Again, no food. Which is sad, but yeah, we've got enough anyway to survive. Now let's drop those cards. So we've got some space. Let's see. No food. There is still storages around to look for food. Nothing here. Maybe something on the... over here. No, no food. No. Okay, and we now going to the base. To our temporary base. To get rid of those blueprint microchips. And to take that temporary base with us. 1, 2, 3 jetpacks, GPS, which is brilliant. Right, and now we'll be going to the other side. See what's inside there, whether we can find any food over there. We've got 3 over here, which is just great. I'll eat one. And we can see what's inside over here that we just opened. No, I will not use it. Right, osmium, some eggplants, nothing really special. Chip, right, water, message, but nothing really special, so no food. Let's deconstruct. Set up a mini base so we can refill the oxygen. Right. Let's get rid of the blueprint chip. Perfect. See if there's any more storage crates. Maybe with food. No, no food. Later on you can probably come back over here and deconstruct those tier 2 solar panels and set them up as yours. And now we're heading back actually to our main base, and I'll show you that the food is ready to be picked up and we are safe to move on with the game on those settings. Just checking how many oxygens we've got. Just 2, but that should be nearly enough to reach the base, because we've got now the agility tier 2. And tier 3 oxygen tank, so that should be really enough. And I'm using that cable, electrical cable or whatever it is, as my road from one station to another station and to home and whatsoever. So it's easier to move around without the compass or map or anything. We are halfway through, as you remember this, with 2 storages, right? Oxygen. We'll be passing now radar stations with 2 storages as well. And then we'll be landing capsule and our base. Let me grab 1 cobalt. Or maybe we will be able to set up a temporarily living comp and construct 1 oxygen if we'll need it. If not, then we can use cobalt to make additional solar panels, which we'll use to just add more food growers. Yeah, as you can see, pretty much from the beginning to the moment when you've got your own food growers, you're running on the low or extremely low food levels. You can refill your water requirements without problem, but with the food, until you've got your own food production, you're running really low. There isn't much food around Selenea, so you have to be really careful with that and keep in mind that you really have to be in rush to get your food growers. Once you've got food growers, you're pretty much safe, and you can move on with anything that you like to do on any settings. Like I said, Terraformation Pace 0.1 is doable, because I've done this as well. Let's leave those materials, we won't need this. Right, and as you can see, our food is ready to be collected. In addition to this, we can collect this and replace with second mushroom seed, which we just found, and you will be completely fine with surviving further on your progress on hardcore and those settings. So thank you everyone for watching. And I hope so you will leave me a sub and like for that special movie on request. Thank you.